You're watching Comcast Cable Channel 27, Hunterdon Central Television. Your school, your station.
Hello everybody, welcome to Stewart Field, home of the Hunterdon Central Red Devils, where today they will be taking on the Ridge Red Devils in a game of field hockey.
Obviously, Hunterdon Central had a very successful year last year, made it all the way to the title game. Unfortunately, they lost to Bridgewater Raritan 5-1. Still, record came out to 17-6. Very good year for the Red Devils.
Yes, now today it's nice and sunny, a little bit of wind, it's 83 degrees out. Perfect weather for a nice game of field hockey.
See, Ridge will be starting off with possession. Just waiting to get the okay from the refs. See, we have 30 minutes halves here, 2 halves for a field hockey game.
Now, as you can see, the Ridge Red Devils already turning over the ball.
And we see Hunterdon Central with a quick sack. See, Ridge gets hit with the high stick. Red Devils will have possession. We see the Red Devils, they definitely want to try to get off fast. They are a very strong defensive team. If they can get an early lead and they can hold it, it's almost a surefire win for them.
Yes, now Nikki Freeman and Emily Brandt, they're both tied at the top with 2 goals each.
And being up there, Nikki Freeman, that is a great player to be up there with. Last year, she was an all-conference player. Her sister, Maddie Freeman, graduated. She's going to try to fill in her shoes. But Nikki Freeman, great player. Hopefully, Emily Brandt can be just like her.
Yes, Brittany Bill, she's also a star player with 2 assists and 1 goal. Usually, we see a lot of her in lacrosse, and she's also a field hockey player.
And one of the most amazing things about Brittany Bill, her freshman year, she's already committed to James Madison University. They saw that young talent early, and they grabbed her up. One of the best things they could have done.
Now a nice through ball to Emily Brandt.
Emily Brandt just had that ball slip away, but she's able to get it back.
Tries to take a shot. Looks like it hit off the knee of the Bridgewater Raritan player. Ridge, excuse me.
It's very hard to get that. It's very easy to get that mix up here. You see Ridge playing very well up to this season. They're 1-1, tied with the Hunterdon Central Red Devils. They actually played Bridgewater Raritan. They lost 2-0. Still, with how good Bridgewater Raritan is, that's a little bit of a success there, if you ask me.
Yes, and then later on they beat North Hunterdon 5-0.
See Hunterdon Central at the penalty corner. Try and take the shot. Ooh, just off to the right.
Very close. I thought that was a goal from up here, Lorenzo.
Look at it. It was actually so close that once it stopped, it hit the back of the wheel on the goal. That inch over, that's a goal. Now, obviously, taking a look at the Delaware Conference standings, only a few games in, but still a good early indicator. We have the Bridgewater Raritan. They're at the top, 2-0. Right behind them, Hillsborough. They're 1-0-1. Ridge, they're 1-1. Very good start compared to the last year. Hunterdon Central behind them at 1-2, and Pingree at 1-2. Now I see Hunterdon Central with possession. Ridge try and take a deep shot. Just no one out there to be able to get it. Now, obviously, taking a look, as we said, Hunterdon Central, they are 1-1. Let's see how they got those wins. First, they started off against Pingree, season opener at Pringree's Field. They ended up winning that game 5-3. Very impressive game by Emily Brandt. Her first game on varsity, got the 2 goals. And we see Elizabeth O'Brien, that's her first game starting. She led up the 3 goals. Coaches, they're really hoping to see something more out of her, but that's exactly what they got in the next game against Warren Hills. Warren Hills is ranked number 4 in New Jersey. Very good team. O'Brien ended the game up with 17 block shots, but they still ended up falling 2-1. Still very competitive game. They can really look to build on it as it is very early in the season.
Yes, and according to NJ.com, she has 26 saves so far this season. Looking forward to her blocking a lot of shots today.
And she had to sit behind Molly Lafferty for the last 2 years. Molly Lafferty, one of the best goalkeepers Hunterdon Central Field Hockey has had. Fantastic player to learn behind. I expect a lot of great things from Elizabeth O'Brien.
Now a ref blows the whistle here. Hunterdon Central have possession. And they turn it over to Ridge. But Hunterdon Central manages to recover and turn it over again.
And so trying to take that deep shot. No one is able to control the ball. Hunterdon Central trying to push it with Webb. Shot just out of the release of Alexa Subelik. As we take a look from Hunterdon Central's roster now to then, after we have a fast break here, we're going to take a look. Well defended by Ridge. Now we take a look from the roster from this year to last year. There are 11 players that departed from the team last year. That team went all the way to the title. A lot of new faces, but a lot of new talent coming in too. Let's see if Hunterdon Central can have the same success they had last year. Nikki Pepe trying to get it down on the side. Let's see if she's trying to find Elizabeth Webb. Unable to control the pass, Ridge able to take control.
Yes, now. Great interception there. Okay.
Trying to set it up in the middle. Unable to control it. Ball does go out of bounds, it looks like. Looks like it's going to be a penalty corner, or corner pass in for Hunterdon Central. This is a really great opportunity. Hunterdon Central last year did a great job capitalizing on these chances. Really trying to get an early goal here. The shot block went in the inside, but they're calling another block. Looks like it's going to be Ridge's ball. Well defended there. Looks like there the Ridge player had the ball go right in between her legs. She had a lot of open field in between her. She could just get that pass. She would still be running.
Yeah, Hannah Engel, she would have gotten to that. She would have been free right there. Just one more through ball pass, and they could have had a nice opportunity at goal.
Now see Hunterdon Central trying to control the pace of this game. They know Ridge, even though he had a 4-16 season last year, they know they can still be a threat. They played fantastic against North Hunterdon. They held their own against Bridgewater Raritan. This is not a team you want to be sleeping on, and the Red Devils are aware of that.
Yes,
well, Hunterdon Central Red Devils, let me make that clear. As we both know, we have 2 Red Devils on the field today.
Yes, and it's a new season, new team. You see new players on. Maybe last year they weren't as good, but then they work hard over the season, on the off season, and then they become better. And right now, from what we're seeing, Ridge got a lot better from last year.
It's one of the things, one of the best way a player can get better is from experience. They had a down year last year, but you cannot take away all that experience and playing time that those players received, and it's only going to help them out this year. Hunterdon Central setting up for another penalty corner.
That's Colleen Barrett. She's the one that's going to pass it in.
Passing it out to Brittany Bill. Brittany Bill, just off her stick, unable to get it in. Now we see there Lauren Huff trying to take the deep shot, unable to get it in. Ridge is on the run. Really, they're unable to get the ball off their own side of the field. Hunterdon Central, if they lose possession, they're able to grab it right back. And that's crucial to new goalie Elizabeth O'Brien.
Yes, maybe it's just the offensive pressure. They just want to get the ball out. They don't want to continue having pressure right here. Maybe Ridge can actually get it upfield.
See, Ridge player fell down, no penalty called.
Yes, Emily Brandt muscling her off the ball.
And this is something, talking to the personal trainer here at Hunterdon Central, Mr. Colodi, something he does with all the teams here. He wants to get them built. He wants to get them strong so they can stay on for soccer, they want to stay on the ball. Here they want to stay on the pass, able to beat out the other girl for the ball. Just something to give them that little bit of an edge might be a difference in the game.
Now ref blows the whistle here. Hunterdon Central have possession.
So offensively today, let's take a look. Hunterdon Central have a few goal scorers on it. As you know, Nikki Freeman and Emily Brandt leading the way. But Brittany Bill and Colin Barrett both have a goal themselves. And look from assists. Brittany Bill has 2 assists, and she's also tied with Colin Barrett. Colin Barrett, very large force on the offensive side, as we can see. Hunterdon Central trying to set up from another penalty corner.
Oh, great play right there.
Ball blocked by the goalie. This is one of the toughest things to do in field hockey. When that ball gets blocked and you're just trying to kick it in, and you have all these players around you, you really can't see the ball. You're kind of guessing. Sometimes it works out. As you see there, it didn't work out.
Now number 8, Nikki Freeman, crosses it in. Emily Brandt takes a shot. It seems like it got blocked right there.
We see their shot was no good. The ref saying that the goalie stopped it. Very good opportunity for Hunterdon Central. And a defensive game in this first 10 minutes, they really got to be take advantage of these opportunities.
Yes, now Ridge, they're having a hard time getting past the right side. Maybe they're going to have to switch up the play to the left. Hunterdon Central cutting off the offensive play again. Hunterdon Central play a nice through ball over here to Emily Brandt. Still maintains control.
So, obviously, looking at the conference standings, Bridgewater Raritan, very good team. They've been to the title game 11 straight times. That is incredible success. But if we take a look at a team also in New Jersey, their success has been second to none. 4 straight Tournament of Champion titles, and they have won 133 straight games. That is just mind-blowing to even think about a team that can have that much success year in and year out.
Yes, Lorenzo, that is incredible. Now right there, it seems like it was a miscommunication on defense right there. Number 19, Lauren Howard, she was going to run up, but they were playing it back.
Now I see Ridge with the ball on Hunterdon Central's side of the field. Let's see if they're able to capitalize.
Now, Abby Orsino, she's going to put the ball back into play for Ridge.
See, a little bit indecisive. Couldn't find anything she liked open. Just going to pass it back. Now I see Nikki Freeman playing like the all-conference player she is, running down the field. Strong pass out to Brandt. Brandt trying to find Freeman in the corner. Ooh, but she has the ball taken away. Ridge on the run. See her Webb stepping up on defense. See Dana DeVinson running down that ball. We see the hustle by her to make sure that the Ridge player is not able to retain possession. And you see on that play, the Ridge player was able to take the ball away. She knew she was trapped in the corner by the very well-defended DeVinson. She took the chance. She tried knocking it off her. It worked out. Ridge with the ball deep in Hunterdon Central's area.
As you can see right there, Brittany Bill, she's falling back over here to help our team on defense. She's a player that hustles in all sports. She hustles in basketball, field hockey, lacrosse, you name it. Very built player. Well-rounded player for everything.
And he's going to play ref calling a high stick on Hunterdon Central. Ridge took the shot, blocked out of bounds, but looks like they called another penalty. They're going to be taking this ball out at the 25-yard line. So Ridge find their first shot taken of the game, well defended by Elizabeth O'Brien. It's something where she has to make sure that Ridge, they might not have a lot of time on offense, but she cannot fall asleep on them. Ball hit out of bounds by Ridge, Hunterdon Central retaining possession.
Now Ridge, it seems like they're starting to get a rhythm of the game. And it seems like they're taking the game to Hunterdon Central side of the field.
And we see it looks like penalty called on Webb. Ridge trying to run with it. Takes the shot. just out of the reach foot of Elizabeth O'Brien. Ridge gets on the board first here. With 16 minutes and 22 seconds left to go in this first half, Ridge breaks the 0-0 tie, 1-0 Ridge.
Now, great play right there. As you can see, the player could have shot, but instead she decided to pass and not go for glory. And right there, she just messed with the goalkeeper's head, and it was an easy tap in.
And we see there, goal scored by number 12, Sydney Mahone. Very well job, giving Ridge the early 1-0 lead. See, on that play, got set up by the penalty called on number 20, Emma Webb. Webb trying to get the ball out to number 13, Alexa Subalik.
Now Ridge right here, another great opportunity.
And we see there, Elizabeth O'Brien just knocked that shot away. That's a good job for her, not getting down on herself after letting up that goal, always keeping positive, keeping her head up, and that's exactly what the team needs from this goalkeeper.
Yes, and right there, Brittany Bill, she's going to play a long through ball to Austin Kerr, but it got cut off by Ridge's defense.
So Nikki Pepe, she's trying to find a pass here against this Ridge's defense. And something different that we see out of this Hunterdon Central's roster this year, something we've seen in the past. You know, we've seen some freshmen on the team, sophomore. You go through this roster, there's not a single freshman or sophomore on this team. See the ball hit far out of bounds, ran down by the Hunterdon Central player. I think that's important for Hunterdon Central right here. They can't panic. They're just down 1-0. Sometimes that can mess with them mentally. They just have to keep their heads up. You know, hey, we still got a lot of game left to play. We can get back in this.
As right now, there's 14 minutes left in this first half. They still got plenty of time. They shouldn't really worry about anything. And right now, they have a corner pass in with a great opportunity of scoring.
Another shot just wide right. Brittany Bill just was not able to connect on that. But that's a play where, you know, you give Brittany Bill enough shots at that, she's going to make it eventually. She's just one of those players that give her 2-3 tries, she's bound to make one of them.
Now Ridge is trying to play the ball upfield.
Now, if I'm Ridge, they know what a good team Hunterdon Central is. I'd play a little bit conservative. I know we're saying there's a lot of game left, but hey, if they can just, you know, keep Hunterdon Central away from the goal, maybe find a few quick opportunities, maybe pick up another goal, they got a strong enough defense to shut out Hunterdon Central.
Yes, and as you can see there, Amelia Schmall from Ridge, she's really hustling. She's the one making the interceptions in the middle of the field right there. And she's the one that plays the ball upfield. She's always hustling. She's someone that Hunterdon Central should really look after. Now the Ridge goalkeeper running up to kick it out.
See Nikki Pepe able to maintain possession on the ball. Ridge defender all over.
Oh. And number 8, Nikki Freeman. But it seems like the goal got called back.
You see, that's a player with Nikki Freeman. That's a play where she's not even going for that shot. She's trying to just get a pass in because she was too far back for that goal to be eligible. Problem is, no one touched it. Went right into the back of the goal. Just does not count, unfortunately. Ridge well defended. They're able to take the fast pass and knock it down and able to maintain possession. That's a hard thing to do. See, Ref blowing the play dead. Hunterdon Central coming up with another penalty corner. Looks like one of the Ridge players got called for a high stick. I will see again Colleen Barrett handling the penalty corner. Going on the right side this time, finding Brittany Bill for the pass.
Brittany Bill plays it in, and it comes back to her. Has enough room to take a shot, and the goalie blocks it.
You see that shot ended up in the back of the goal. We're still trying to figure out if they said it counted or not. And it looks like it did not count. There's a little bit of confusion. We got a little bit confused here by the fans. They started celebrating. Ref called it dead though. Now see Ridge trying to take a shot here, intercepted by Emily Webb. Nikki Pepe trying to find Elizabeth Webb down on the side, unable to find her, but Central maintaining possession, trying to find Nikki Freeman. Nikki Freeman, she's kind of like the point guard in basketball. She's at the point where she can set up teammates. As we see right there, Nikki Freeman with the perfect pass there, setting up her teammate on the goal.
Now right there, that was a beautiful shot. Shot with power right into the bottom corner. No goalie was going to get to that, making it 1-1.
And so Nikki Freeman, you know, as I was saying, she can set up her teammates for assists. She can take it to the hole herself and score. Now we see with 10 minutes and 32 seconds left to go in this first half, game's all tied up. Still anyone's game. Now we see Ridge playing a little bit conservatively. Don't want to lose possession on the ball too early. Ball was called out of bounds. Hunterdon Central with possession. Getting it back to Webb.
Now Ridge right there, they're hustling for that ball. They're going to give Hunterdon Central some high pressure right here.
Good job by the Ridge player there, number 15. She's able to keep her eye on the ball and block it down with her stick, unfortunately out of bounds.
That's Laura Pavlovsky. Great job right there. And Ridge right here with a breakaway. She takes a shot and it rolls just around the goalkeeper. Great goal right there by Ridge.
I see that's very tough for Hunterdon Central right there. We see Dana Vincent. She's such a great back player, but she came up trying to take that ball. Ridge player went right about her, did not give Liz O'Brien enough time to get reset, able to shoot around her. Now we see Hunterdon Central got their first goal. 58 seconds later, Ridge is back up with their second goal of the game.
Yes, now that last goal, that wasn't about power. That was just about placement. She just had to tap it around the goalkeeper for an easy goal.
And we see handling the pass in for Hunterdon Central. That is Colin Barrett. And you see that's going to be a very position follow-up as we saw last year. Amanda Whitlock, she handled that position last year. She made one of the most incredible field hockey plays I've ever seen. She took the pass in, ran directly past the defense and made the goal. She did that 3 times in a row.
Now number 10, Colleen Barrett, had a hard time right there. Foul called by the ref.
See, look, Colin Barrett went for the shot, just a swing and the miss, got hit with the high stick. You see Ridge with a little bit of a little indecisive there. Hunterdon Central able to jump on the ball.
As well, right there, Hunterdon Central, they did a good job at eliminating any chance of a pass right there. So the Ridge player, she had a hard time picking out a pass.
And we see their number 8 for Ridge hit with the high stick. Another swing you miss. That looked like a golf swing out there. She's got to be able to get that stick low enough and make contact with the ball. All right, so Fernando, we got 8 minutes left to go. Let's take a look. What do you think are some of the positives for Hunterdon Central at this point?
Well, Hunterdon Central right now, once they get in the groove, they do a good job on offense. They were doing a good job on the left side, but now it seems like Ridge is starting to get right through the middle. And that's something Hunterdon Central needs to patch up. But other than that, they're doing a fine job.
I agree with you on that. Hunterdon Central, as we see, the score is just 2-1. They can't get too down on themselves. And as we know, they're a very, very good team.
Yes, Hunterdon Central, they've been creating a lot of chances. They just haven't been finishing them.
And that's a point where they get these chances. They got players like Nikki Freeman, Brittany Bill. If they get enough shots, they're bound to convert. See the ball kicked away by the goalkeeper.
Now number 8, Nikki Freeman.
Good swarming defense by Ridge. They get hit with the penalty. Number 13, Alexa Subilike, will be handling the pass in. And she finds Nikki Freeman. Nikki Freeman looking to set up another teammate here.
Now, as you can see, Ridge's JV team is warming up, running around the track. Now, field hockey, this is a sport of stamina too. As you can see, these players are hustling back and forth, and they need to have a lot of pace and stamina to keep up with this gameplay.
See Hunterdon Central setting up for the penalty corner. Blocked away, handled by number 7 though, trying to set it up inside. Another blocked by the goalie.
Now Callie Hawk, she's played a pass inside to Brittany Bill. Brittany Bill takes a shot, and it seems like it got blocked by number 34 from Ridge.
You see they're saying that shot was out on Hunterdon Central. No defender touched it for Ridge. And a great play by Brittany Bill, just running up, taking the ball away from the Ridge player. See the Ridge player trying to kick it out. Got a little bit panicked by the defense closing, and no one was out there for that outlet pass.
Now great pass into Brittany Bill. Brittany Bill playing it to Emily Brandt, it seems. Or, my bad. Colleen Barrett.
Now we see there Hunterdon Central getting a little bit too physical there. Looked like on that play, number 19, Lauren Harf, got a little bit, she pushed one of the Ridge players a little bit. Ref thought it was a little too much, called the penalty.
Now Colleen Barrett switching sides, trying to mix up the game. And shot that just goes wide by Nikki Freeman.
See, now if you're just joining in with us, we're here at Stewart Field. It's a beautiful day for field hockey. There's 5 minutes left to go in this first half. We see the Ridge Red Devils 2, Hunterdon Central Red Devils 1.
Now also, don't forget to check out our YouTube channel, Hunterdon Central Television. All you have to do is type in HCTV in the search bar. Click on it, you can see all our videos. This video will be uploaded on there shortly. Also, please subscribe.
Now we see Ridge with another fast break opportunity.
Yes.
Hunterdon Central able to stop that fast break. They're on the run of their own.
Now Elizabeth Webb try to get to that, but it's Ridge that's gonna gain possession right here.
As you see, we have the Webb sisters on the team once again. We have Elizabeth Webb, number 11, and Emma Webb, number 20. Let's try not to get them mixed up. See Dana DeVincent with the takeaway. And she goes right around the Ridge player, trying to find a Webb down the side.
Oh, and it seems like she could have a breakaway here, but Ridge.
Webb played that ball beautifully, took it right away from the Ridge player.
That's number 9 from Ridge, Cami Huggs. Right there, you could see the burst of pace she had there to get back on defense and not allow Central to score.
And see there, it looked like Hunterdon Central had a good opportunity there. Brittany Bill, she kind of used her body as a pick. You can't do that in this game. That's called a foul.
Yes, now Lorenzo, if I'm correct, field hockey's a non-contact sport.
It is. The refs try to keep it as low contact as possible. See, and a lot of times it really depends on the ref. Some refs will let the players get away with a little bit of shoving, a little bit of body, but some refs, they don't like that at all.
Now, 2 minutes left in this first half. Hunterdon Central down by 1 against the Ridge Red Devils.
So Fernando, what do you think Hunterdon Central's goal is going to be here? Are they going to try to say, hey, we're down by 1, let's just get into the half and figure this out? Or like, maybe, hey, let's take a chance. If it blows up, they score on us, it's a possibility, but it's a chance we should take.
Honestly, I think Hunterdon Central shouldn't worry about it right now. They'll still have the whole second half, and they're only down by 1 goal. It's not really a big deal.
We see here, with a minute 30 left on the clock, Hunterdon Central setting up for one more penalty corner.
Maybe they can equalize the game right before the second half comes in.
And you know, if Hunterdon Central is able to score a goal, just a minute left to go in the first half, that's just going to be absolutely devastating for Ridge. Now we see a penalty called against Hunterdon Central. Ridge trying to set up on the run. Webb able to take that ball away. Looks like they're going to try to push it and try to get one more shot. Ridge is able to take it away. Hunterdon Central's got enough defenders back.
Yes, now that's a great call by the Hunterdon Central coach, keeping 2 players back, because with those Ridge players, they have a lot of pace. So once they get through, it's only them and the goalie, and in those odds, usually it's the attacker that ends up winning.
See, Hunterdon Central, just 10 seconds left to play. They got the ball on their own side. They're just trying to get that ball out of there at this point.
Oh.
You see there, swinging and a miss. She gets hit with the high stick, and she ends up hitting number 21 for Ridge on the elbow. So for HCTV, I'm Lorenzo Descala here with Fernando Rodriguez. Check back in with us for the second half of action after this break.
Okay, everybody open up your books to page 1. You don't know how long you're going! Get out of here!
Hello there, little guy.
Here, go away!
Yeah.
Please stop the noise.
Please stop the anger.
Please stop the hatred.
Please stop the bullying.
So Lorenzo, what can you tell me about this game so far?
Obviously, it's very early in the season, but both these teams are tied up 1-1, and it always helps you have a win over your conference. And this is the very first time these teams are playing inter-division. So if they can get a win against their division right off the bat, be extremely helpful.
Great play there from Emily Bill, but she got cut off.
Now we see Hunterdon Central back with possession. Really, after a lackluster first half, we saw a lot of hustle, a lot of heart out there for them, but it just was not able to translate onto the scoreboard. Now hopefully we're hoping Elizabeth O'Brien, she can come out. Maybe the coach got her and go, hey, Elizabeth, this is a whole new second half. Forget about that first half. The score 0-0. Team needs you right now. And watching her out there, she looks cool, calm, and collected. She looks ready to go.
Yes, now Emma Webb, as you can see, staying a little bit back, not all the way. Great player. She's always cutting off those through balls from Ridge, cutting off passes, beating players off the ball. Great defensive player overall.
And see, she's one of the players the coach really loves because she can be down there on defense, but then the next play she's out there running down the sideline. Now, as we were saying, Fernando, it has been very early in the season, but at the start of the year off 1-2, it definitely can't put a good feeling in the stomach for these girls.
Yes, indeed. It's the negativity, and it starts getting to your head, and then as the season goes on, you just continue having that feeling in there, and it gets to your head, and you don't play the same way.
I think one of the biggest things these girls need to realize right now is that this isn't the 2015 Hunterdon Central girls field hockey team. There are a lot of girls that departed. And now we see it's a whole bunch of new girls. Coach has to get in there, hey, this is your game. Play your way. And we can play up as good as I know we can be. We can have a very great year.
Oh, Brittany Bill passing it back. Now foul against Nikki Freeman.
We see here Hunterdon Central getting a little bit frustrated coming out of this first half. Something I would rather not see. Let them stay cool, calm, and collected. Not yet. Nikki Freeman with the perfect pass out to number 21, Emily Brandt. See one of the Webb sisters down here, Emma Webb with the ball. We see Emma Webb back on defense a lot more. Her sister usually more on the offensive end. Now, Fernando, what do you think coming out of this first half Hunterdon Central really needs to execute on to try to get back into this game?
Hunterdon Central, they just need to finish their chances. Right there at the beginning, Brittany Bill, she did a great job getting the ball upfield, but her pass got cut off right there. The offensive players, they need to start moving around, start to get open.
See, 25 minutes left to go here. Hunterdon Central hoping to get a goal just to tie it up. And see, the first part is they have to focus on offense, but they can't take too much attention away from the defensive side of the ball. Because next thing you know, they're trying to get down their own offense. Richie goes up by another goal.
Great decision there by Hunterdon Central's defense, just to play the ball out of bounds.
And it's the experienced defender there, Dana DeVincent. She knew she was outnumbered. If she just hit that ball out of bounds, it allowed her defense to get set back up. And that's an opportunity they love to have. See Ridge taking a shot there, getting called with the high stick. Lucky break for Hunterdon Central. Division looking for options on offense. Looks like it's penalty we called on Hunterdon Central. Pass picked off by Freeman, though, setting up her offense, and they're on the run.
Now right there, that's some great vision by the player right there. To see her teammate making the run upfield from that angle.
Let's see, good hustle by the Ridge defender. Unfortunately, she did hit the ball out of bounds. It's going to be Hunterdon Central's possession. Hunterdon Central right off the pass, goes out of bounds. Ridge gets possession back. Hunterdon Central, even though they're down by 1, and it has been a down game for them, they look very focused out there on the offensive end.
That's now great opportunity there by Brittany Bill. 24 minutes left on the clock. Still some time left in this game for Hunterdon Central to at least tie it up and take it into extra time.
We see there Colleen Barrett looking for options, unable to find anyone. But we see Nikki Freeman able to get possession back. And it's a penalty on Ridge. Freeman attacking, trying to set her teammates up in the middle. Well defended by the goalie, able to identify where that ball was and take it away.
Now Nikki Freeman, she had great stick work right there. As you saw before, she cut in, started pivoting around. Great crossing, but no one got to it.
See Brittany Bill showing why she's such a touted young talent she is. It will take that ball away right back, give her offense an opportunity. We see Sydney Patterson trying to set up her teammate on the inside. Blocked out by Ridge.
Now Ridge right there. They should play it wide, which they did, but just not enough power on the pass to get it through.
And that's a good job by Emma Webb. They're closing in on defense, shutting out the passing option down the middle, and she forced a weak pass to the side.
Now great pass by Emily Brandt.
Now we see Hunterdon Central, the first penalty corner of the game, or of the half, I mean. See, waiting for the ref to give them the okay. Barrett handing in and trying to find Freeman. Very interesting tact there. They tried putting it high, trying to have a player slap it in. Definitely risky, unable to pay off though. But Hunterdon Central will maintain possession.
Now Nikki Freeman, she's gonna play it out wide. Ridge playing great defense right now in this second half, not allowing Hunterdon Central to get through. And right now, they just want to keep as many people behind the ball to keep that 2-1 lead against Hunterdon Central.
Now we see, with the Ridge getting backed up, they're going to take their chances on this penalty corner. They're saying, hey, if you want to beat us, you got to beat us at our best. And Ridge has done a fantastic job defending the penalty corner.
Now changing strategy here, trying to play it short.
See the ball there, and it does fall in for Hunterdon Central. Looks like that ball got batted around. Looked like one of the Ridge players actually knocked it in.
That's right there. It was kind of hard to see what was going on. Everyone was taking a shot. The goalkeeper did an outstanding job despite all those shots. And eventually, from all that battering around, they scored a nice goal. Now Hunterdon Central gaining possession again. And whistle blown right here, number 13. She's gonna gain possession and put the ball back into play. Now Emily Branch is gonna tap it back.
Now Fernando, we're all tied up here. 2-2, 20 minutes left to go. What do you think is on Ridge's mind right now, just blowing the lead?
Ridge's mind right now, they just want to gain a lead again. As you can see, Ridge, they're not playing defensive as much anymore. Now they're starting to move into a more balanced way of playing.
Now see Hunterdon Central after that goal, they're playing with a lot more new life. We see the hustle back out there again. They're ready to go. But one player whose motion has not changed throughout this entire game, goalie Elizabeth O'Brien. Just stayed cool. She's been ready to go this entire game. In her mind, she hasn't given up a single goal yet. And that's honestly the best mentality you can have as a goalie.
Yes, now the psychological effects of a goal, they're very impressive. It energizes the team that scored it, but it has negative effects towards the team that was scored upon. So right now it seems like Hunterdon Central, they're in a better mood than Ridge.
And that's really something that can make a good player great. If they're able to maintain their emotions and not let the game get to them, that can only that can bring their games to new heights.
Now Ridge, great play right there. Just couldn't maintain possession. Now Lorenzo, we haven't seen too much of Emily Brandt so far this second half. First half, she was making plays, she was having shots.
And see, Ridge, they obviously did their homework coming into this game. They know what a threat she can be. They've been trying to lock her down all day.
That's right there, number 14 from Ridge. She's been doing a good job covering Emily Brandt. Hannah Ingall. Seems like Hunterdon Central was hit with a high stick right there.
Now I see Hunterdon Central trying to get out there. Nikki Freeman taking it back, just want to maintain possession. Ridge trying to hit it in there. Good job by O'Brien just kicking that ball out of there. This is going to allow our defense to get back, set up on defense, make the reads they need to make.
Yes, great decision right there, O'Brien. She had to follow through. She couldn't go back. Once you run out, you have to commit to that ball as a goalie.
And that's something we see way too many goalies make a mistake of. They go halfway out, they change their mind, they go back. Now they're all flustered. It's just not a good thing. O'Brien, that's one of the good things she does. She's committed when she does that.
Yes, and she went out at a perfect time. She knew that she had to kick that ball out to get her defense back in, because right there it was 4v2.
Now we see Ridge setting up for the penalty corner, hoping to take a 1-point lead here with 16 minutes left to go.
Now, if I'm correct, this is Ridge's first penalty corner of the second half.
It is. Let's see if they're able to maximize on it. And they were so close. Elizabeth O'Brien out on the right side.
Now Dana Devon. It's another penalty corner here for Ridge.
So he's setting up for the second time, seeing they get something here. And we see there, unfortunately, Elizabeth O'Brien tried to kick that ball away. Ridge did a good job identifying that, popped the shot up over her foot and into the back of the net.
Now, as you can see right there, O'Brien, it seems like the ball slipped right under her shoe. She couldn't kick it out.
MC Ridge has done a fantastic job. Hunterdon Central got a goal, they came right back at them with a goal of their own.
As now Hunterdon Central have 16 minutes left on the clock to score another goal and tie the game. Now, you can see the hustle from Hunterdon Central. They want to get back in as soon as possible. Great hustle by Brittany Bill.
And as you said there, Brittany Bill, she just sprinted down the field. She's about 10 yards away from the Ridge player. She caught up ground. She ended up getting that ball. Unfortunately, could not get it inbounds. But just great hustle play, something that the team loves to see.
Now, Brittany Bill, great pass right there. Just that her teammate couldn't get to it.
Trying to set up that back door. It was there. Unfortunately, passed a little bit too far out.
Hunterdon Central bringing a lot of pressure over to Ridge's side of the field. As you can see, Hunterdon Central, they're going to start to play more offensively as they have no players on their half. Oh, excuse me, it's a penalty corner, that's why.
Varsity setting up for the penalty corner, though. We saw they started finding success, able to pass the ball into the middle and kick it out. Now let's see if they're going to be able to continue to build on that success. Nikki Freeman trying to find her team on the outside. Well defended by Ridge, just shut down that pass immediately.
Brittany Bill tried to find a pass inside, or try to pass it to someone inside. Couldn't quite get it in, but very close.
So Fernando, up to this point, we have been talking about some of the new players on the roster, but let's take a moment to talk about a player that's been on this team for a while now, Nikki Freeman. She's coming into her senior year. She's been an all-conference player for the last 2 years. I tell you right now that she's still not over that loss to Bridgewater Raritan in the title game. She's motivated, and she wants to get this young team back into the title game.
Yes, Nikki Freeman, she's the leader right there in that Wolf Pack. Right there, she might not be the one scoring goals all the time, but she's the one assisting. She's picking great passes, making through balls, hustling back on defense.
See, a change for her this year, though. This is her first year stepping in as the leader. As we know, her older sister, she was always on the team with her. Now this is Nikki Freeman's team, and this team will go as far as she's able to take it. See Freeman with the ball. Just unable to get around the Ridge's defender. Subalik setting up for the pass, looking for some options. She's able to find Austin Kerr, just checked into the game. Some of her game, Hunterdon Central, they've been running back and forth a lot. New legs cannot hurt them right now.
Yes, these new pair of legs, they're gonna help take off some work on the Hunterdon Central's offense right here. She's gonna be doing a lot of running right now. Now Nikki Freeman, great pass through the legs. Could Hunterdon Central's offense take advantage?
And so Oscar just checking the game. She's getting aggressive. She knows, hey, my team, they might have just put me in, but I gotta step up for them right now. And she was fighting for that shot, just couldn't get it to fall.
It seems like Ridge is starting to get tired. They're not starting to hustle as much. Now they only hustle when it's a necessity on defense.
And we see that can be dangerous for them. They start getting comfortable. Hunterdon Central, they will pounce on them if they do that, and they will be sure to get back into this game if they start getting a little bit too comfortable. Subalik looking for Dana DeVincent. that pass just out of bounds. Ridge taking the ball, looking to hustle as some of the Hunterdon Central's player is back left on offense.
Yes, and Alexa Zubalek, you don't really notice, but she's been running around a lot. And now she's gotten subbed off, and it seems like number 3, Brooke Reedy, is going to come in to take her spot.
And it's too, like, she's one of those players where she can have a great game, but you won't notice. She does all the little things there. She intercepts those passes. She's able to run down, play good defense. She's able to come back and try to set up her teams on offense.
Yes, and her positioning is great too. Like eliminating those options for a pass. Now with Brooke Reedy on the field, Hunterdon Central should be able to make something out of these new pair of fresh legs that just came on.
I see both of these players. They're both juniors, first year on the varsity roster. They definitely want to try to prove themselves out here. See some fine stick work there
by Nikki Freeman. Now 10 minutes left on the clock. Hunterdon Central still down by 1. Now this game Ridge has been up by 1 most of the game. They started off with that first goal. Hunterdon Central tied it, and then they scored again, and it just kept on going like that.
And it's a great job by Ridge. Really, throughout this whole game, it might have been tied at some points. They never lost momentum. Because after the first goal, Hunterdon Central scored. 58 seconds later, they came back with a goal of their own. Hunterdon Central ties it up 2-2. 2 minutes later, they get their own goal. Now we see the Hunterdon Central head coach. He wants to take a quick moment, give her players a breather, and want to talk to them. So Fernando, in that huddle, what do you think she's going to be saying?
Now, right there in that huddle, she's not going to say, go out there and win it instantly. She's going to say, play more offensively. And she wants them to run after that ball. She's going to want them to hustle.
That's right. That's something as a coach, you got a lot of players, and as we need to take note, they're still in high school. They need someone to come in as a calming physical part of their team and say, guys, we still have 8 minutes and 47 seconds left to play. We've been playing a very good game up to this point. Let's just keep being the Hunterdon Central Red Devils, and we're going to be able to come out of here with a victory.
Yeah, but Lorenzo, don't forget, there's 2 Red Devils out on the field today.
See, as you're right, a battle of the Red Devils. Looks like it's going to be bragging rights for who's the best Red Devils in this Delaware conference.
Yes, now Ridge, they're gonna want their players to play more defensively.
Now, so taking a quick look back at the standings, as we know here, we have Bridgewater Raritan, after winning the title game last year, 2-0. Hillsborough, they're 1-0-1. Ridge, 1-1. Hunterdon Central, 1-1. Pingree, 1-2. Now we look back, and something that's really impressive for Bridgewater Raritan, 11 straight games and 11 straight appearances in the title games. They're ranked number 7 on NJ.com's top 20 list. And that's something it's so hard to do because you have players going out, they have great talent coming back in. See, for some sports teams, they're not able to replicate that. As we see, our own Hunterdon Central football program, they went out, they won the state championship. The next year, they lost some players that they weren't up to the same caliber they were. It's so hard to have such good talent and be able to follow it back up the next year if those players leave. See teams coming back onto the field after that timeout. Fernando, in that timeout, what do you think the Ridge coach ended up telling her players?
She was telling them, stay back, get as many people behind the ball as possible. They're going to want to maintain possession, and that possession is going to end up eating away at their opponent. And Hunterdon Central, they need that possession to build their confidence, create more chances, and score.
And see, this is the first close game for Ridge all year. This is really going to test their clock management skills.
Great defense there by Ridge, even though it was a small tap away. But right here, as you can see, they gained possession again. Great
Ridge
play
setting up
there
for
by
the
Ridge. But Hunterdon Central's defense hustling back. They don't want to lose 4-2. They're not gonna go down without a fight.
See the Ridge setting up on offense. Actually, it looks like the Ridge player started taking off with the ball. Ref had to stop and say, hey, that foul's on you. We got to give the ball to the Hunterdon Central Red Devils. See, another penalty on Ridge. You see here for the Hunterdon Central Red Devils, number 7, Kelly Huck, doing a great job. She's been moving that ball down the field on this possession for Hunterdon Central.
Yes, now Emily Brandt, she's standing right in front of the goal. She's just waiting for a pass to come in, and she's just gonna slap that right in.
And that's one of the best things she's like. She's there. If that ball gets anywhere near in front of the goal, you can almost count on her slapping that into the back of the goal. See, setting up for a penalty corner here. There is a switch on who's handling it. We have Kelly Huck handling the pass in. Finding Brooke Reedy on the outside. Finding Nikki Freeman. You see a Ridge player is down with an injury. There looks like she might have caught a piece of Nikki Freeman's stick. As you see here, it's actually the same player that got hit on the elbow before at the end of the first half. Looks like she just needed a minute. She's up and she's ready to go.
They're gonna take this in. Don't let them take it. Don't let them take it. What? Don't let them take it. We're keeping this. No, I'm not sure what that was, but if I'm correct, it's like a face-off in hockey.
Right, you see, at that point in the time, no team had definite possession of the ball when the player went down with the injury, so they do a face-off to determine who gets possession. Hunterdon Central try and get that ball. But Ridge doing a great job supporting their goalie, not letting the ball get near the goalie and putting her in a bad spot. But setting up for another penalty corner.
Now Hunterdon Central with only 6 minutes left on the clock. They're gonna give it their all. Right now they're gonna look for that extra reserve in their tank and just leave it all out on the field. Now the Ridge fans, they're cheering them on. They don't want them to give this game up so late in the game.
And now we see ref blowing the play dead. They saw a player went down on the ground. Looks like they're saying she got pushed over by the Red Devils.
Now Emma Webb, she was having a hard time there. Ridge fans upset right there on that call.
Now we see here Brittany Bill fighting for possession of the ball, trying to get her team set up on offense. Bill finding Freeman.
Brooke Reedy fighting for that ball. She's a new pair of fresh legs right there.
Pass a little bit too far. Dana Vincent able to run it down.
Brooke
This
Reedy.
is something that makes Emma Webb such a versatile player. When the team's down in these with such a little time left, they can keep her out there on the field because she's able to handle herself on the offensive side as well as she is on the defensive side.
Now Hunterdon Central's defense is playing very tight right there. Nikki Freeman, she stayed back. Number 16, Nikki Pepe, she looking for an opportunity to play it up the field, but it got cut off by Ridge.
Ridge with the open field.
Great play right here by Ridge. But Hunterdon Central's defense does a great job in hustling back.
Now see Ridge trying to get set up. They had an opportunity there to run it, but the wrong player ended up taking the ball. Ref had to stop them, and that allowed Hunterdon Central to get set up on defense.
Yes,
And now Ridge gets hit with the high stick.
3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. And Hunterdon Central still down by 1. Now Hunterdon Central, they're very frustrated right now. They're down by 1 and they only have 3 minutes left.
Now we see another timeout being taken here. For HCTV, I'm Lorenzo Descala here with Fernando Arias. We'll be going into a commercial break. Please join us back. We return with 3 minutes left to go in this Hunterdon Central field hockey game. Welcome back to HCTV. As you see, the Red Devils, Hunterdon Central Red Devils, marching back onto the field, down by 1 with just 3 minutes left to go. Ridge with the offensive possession right here. And you see there, Brooke Reedy really trying to fight for that ball. See Ridge setting back up on offense, trying to take a shot. With 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this game, this is really Ridge's game to lose at this point.
And right here, Brittany Bill, a very lethal player. She might take it all the way. She's going to hustle. But Ridge's defense just overwhelmed her.
We see there Rich ended up hitting her with the high stick. Nikki Freeman with the ball.
And Hunterdon Central inching closer and closer to the goal.
And we see here another penalty corner coming. We see Hunterdon Central hustling, trying to use every second they have.
I don't think they should rush it. When you rush, you make mistakes. See, mistakes like that. When you're trying to rush. Now, Brooke Reedy, she's going to take a shot. Oh, no, excuse me, Nikki Freeman.
See here, Nikki Freeman, good shot, well defended by the goalie, but it is going to allow them to pass the ball in from the corner. I take that back, not from the corner, but from the upper top. Really an area that they can excel in. And here we have a minute 20 left. Nikki Freeman trying to get her team to tie it up. She takes the shot, blocked by the goalie, but they're fighting for it down there.
Nikki Freeman just running right through those players like if they were cones in that last play right there. She's going to give it her all. She does not want to lose this game.
Emma Webb running the ball on offense.
Now 1 minute left on the clock.
Rich passing the ball down, just trying to run timeout, 50 seconds left.
Ridge fans screaming, send it down. Now 40 seconds left.
Now I see 30 seconds left. Ridge passing it in. They're taking their time on this pass in. Very good clock management on that pass, and they managed to run off 5 seconds there.
Now Ridge right here took another shot, and it seems like they might get another chance at goal, and it goes just wide to the right.
See that ball's out on Ridge. Hunterdon Central wants to have any chance. They have to hustle here.
Now 6 seconds left. It might be game over now for Hunterdon Central.
And we see here the horns blow, and the Red Devils won. Unfortunately, not the Hunterdon Central Red Devils.
Now Ridge, they put up a great fight. In the beginning of the game, they weren't really into it. They were losing possession. Hunterdon Central was just beating them to every ball. But then once Ridge started to get a rhythm, they started to score, keep possession of the ball, cut passes off, and they started to get to know Hunterdon Central better, and they just started to hit them in their weak spot.
And we see here Ridge starting season off very strong this year, 2-1. Hunterdon Central falling to 1-2, still trying to find an identity as a team. This is something where most of these players, they have not played a lot of time. There's something where these early season losses might be the best thing for them because they can bring out the best in a team at this point.
Ask Lorenzo.
For HGTV, I'm Lorenzo Cicali here with Fernando Rodriguez.
From Hunterdon Central TV, your school, your station.